Well, how'd I get here? Alright, I have a presentation. So, hello everybody, I am Exato Silas, and today I'm going to be talking about the Mexican Revolution, a topic that at this point we all pretty much know. But bear with me. I know we've all heard about the Mexican Revolution, but today we're going to be taking a more in depth look at it. Now, just to be clear, we're talking about the Mexican Revolution for its independence, not the one that happened afterwards. Now, I think an introduction is in order. Take it away, Aguirre.
The Mexican Revolution of 1810 was a very important movement because it was what helped Mexico separate from Spain. This helped change the course of politics and the type of reign in Mexico. People that were poor or very humble were the ones that noticed this the most because they were the most underprivileged ones and they were the ones that chose to start an uprising. They really needed change so everything could be fair for everyone.
Okay, so in short, what Aida said is that the tables turned for everyone involved. What I mean by this is that the oppressors became the oppressed, and the oppressed became the oppressors. And now to Oscar to explain why this revolution was so important in our history.
Mexico had two revolutions. The first put an end to Spanish rule in the territories of New Spain, which led the Mexican government to establish changes and new laws of equality and social justice. The Second Mexican Revolution likewise started due to the enormous social and economic inequality that for the countries was maintained in the territory and had to do with the governments that sought to maintain their privileges at the expense, misery, and poverty of the people. The hope of the struggle was to seek and change the course of the politics, economic, and society. Removing the Porfiriato allowed Mexico to grow economically, to establish the change laws that seek and benefit the people.
So one of the things we can notice from Oscar's part is that the two revolutions, even though they were set almost, actually, it was around 100 years apart, had very similar causes. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we study history, to not repeat the mistakes of the past. And now to Choi to explain the aftermath of the revolution.
I'm going to talk about the aftermath of Mexican Revolution in 1810. Basically, after the fail of Miguel Hidalgo's revolution, José María Morelos also started another revolution to gain independence from Spain. He also got caught by Spain army and was executed, but Mexican army kept fighting against Spain and finally achieved independence. After the success of Mexican Revolution, some other countries of South America got inspired and also fought against Spain to achieve independence. There was also some Spain colonies.
And now for the causes of the revolution. Take it away, Andrew.
The causes of the Mexican Revolution were the inequality between the colony and the main state. Spain, being the main state, overruled the colonies, who were the native people who lived in New Spain. The native people who once become the rebels of the independence saw that the Napoleonic era was affecting Spain because Napoleon was trying to overtake Spain, attacking them. So Mexico saw that this opportunity to attack the regions which Spain controlled to make their independence and rebel against Spain. The American Revolution and the Enlightenment affect on the willing of this independence because Mexico saw that United States had an independence of Great Britain, so they thought that they would be the same and they could have one of its own. And the Enlightenment give some ideas in which the government of Mexico.
Now, in conclusion, the Mexican Revolution was very important for a wide array of reasons, from social injustices to economic and political issues. It showed how everyday people decided to stand up and fight not just for what they believed in, but for the rights of others. The independence movement was also incredibly important due to the fact that it taught us one lesson that we still have to relearn to this day: to work together. If you analyze the reasons why the revolution almost failed and why it had such a slow start, is that at first it lacked coordination and supplies. And now, despite the fact that the events happened hundreds of years ago, some parallels can still be drawn from the two times, from that past and our present. In Mexico's modern day, our society faces quite a few issues, ranging from crime rates to drug trafficking and lack of quality education. But perhaps the worst of all is our government, which we all know for a fact it's terrible, just terrible. Yet we're almost helpless to remove them from power. But I do believe that we can make a greater change for our country. Hopefully not in the violent ways of the past, but nonetheless, we can make our country a better place.